Hello and welcome to KSLSports.com's live coverage of the girls 5A State Championship Volleyball. Today, it's the Woods Cross Wildcats and the Skyline Eagles, a rematch from last year's tournament. Skyline, the defending champs, knocked out Woods Cross in the state semifinals. The Skyline Eagles and the Woods Cross Wildcats entering the UCCU Center here at Utah Valley University. These two teams met twice in the regular season in region play. Woods Cross beat Skyline in 4 games, and then in the rematch, they swept them in 3 straight. They'll meet for a third time here today for the 5A State Championship. While Skyline's trying to go back-to-back, the Woods Cross Wildcats trying to win their first state championship since 1979. And Woods Cross loaded with multiple players who are headed off to play Division I volleyball when they get to college. And now we're going to have a special presentation here honoring a woman who's really pioneered volleyball in the state of Utah and gone on to the national stage. Nancy Smith being honored today by the Utah High School Activities Association with the Lifetime Achievement Award for her legendary impact on volleyball spanning over 40 years. Her journey defined by deep commitment and trailblazing leadership across every level of the game. She began her service in 1985. Nancy established her roots in community and fairness, helping organize and officiate youth and adult programs for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints and fostering inclusive spaces for Japanese American youth through the Japanese American Citizens League. This foundation and community service quickly expanded to junior high and high schools, ensuring that the sport was accessible, well-structured, and fair for all participants. By the late 1980s, Nancy was a fixture in Utah's gyms, bringing structure and clarity to thousands of matches while actively building community programs through Salt Lake County Recreation. She was instrumental in helping the Utah Outdoor Volleyball Association grow, even bringing the AVP legends like Karch Karai to the Wasatch Front. Her influence soon went national as she began working with USA Volleyball, the AAU, and stepped into the demanding NCAA Division I arena in 1992, earning widespread respect for her precision and professionalism on the court. Her dedication was formally recognized in 2010 when she was named the UHSAA Female Official of the Year, an honor distinguishing her excellence across all high school sports. Nancy Smith's enduring legacy extends beyond her personal achievements as an official and administrator. It's a generational impact. She's mentored hundreds of officials and inspired countless athletes, cementing her status as a builder, mentor, and pioneer in Utah volleyball. This torch of excellence is visibly carried on by her 3 children, Reiko, Toshiko, and Joshua, who have all played, coached, or officiated volleyball at the highest levels, including NCAA Division I, II, and III. Tonight, the UHSAA honors Nancy for 4 decades of unwavering dedication, recognizing the grace, grit, and generosity that have woven her lasting impact into the very fabric of the sport.
Her dedication was formally recognized in 2010 when she was named the UHSAA Female Official of the Year. An honor distinguished her excellence across all high school sports. Nancy Smith's enduring legacy beyond her personal achievements as an official and an administrator, it is a generational impact. She has mentored hundreds of officials and inspired countless athletes, cementing her status as a builder, mentor, and pioneer in Utah volleyball. The torch of excellence is visibly carried on by her 3 children, Reiko, Toshiko, and Joshua, who have all played, coached, and officiated volleyball at the highest levels, including the NCAA Division I, II, and III. Tonight, the UHSAA honors Nancy for 4 decades of unwavering dedication, recognizing the grace, grit, and generosity that have woven her lasting impact into the very fabric of sport. Ladies and gentlemen, the great Nancy Smith.
A nice honor right there for Nancy Smith as she gets a huge ovation from the people here at Utah Valley University. All right, coming up, our national anthem, and our national anthem is going to be performed by a couple of Woods Cross Wildcats players. Oriana Matagi and Daisha Roberts will be singing the anthem here at UVU before we begin the 5A state championship volleyball match.
And now, will you please stand for the flag ceremony, which is being presented by the cheerleaders of Skyline and Woods Cross High Schools. At this very moment, members of the United States Armed Forces, including some from Utah communities, protect our freedom as we enjoy this match. We pause to honor those men and women and honor this nation. Would you please join us now as we listen to our national anthem, which will be sung by Woods Cross team members Daisha Roberts and Oriana Matagi.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Daisha Roberts and Oriana Matagi with our national anthem.
All right, there is the national anthem for the 5A state championship match between the Woods Cross Wildcats and the Skyline Eagles. And standing by, we'll have the introduction of the starting lineups here momentarily. Listen in again to our public address announcer, Jeff Greaves, as he introduces the two teams to the crowd here at UVU.
And now, let's meet the non-starters for tonight's match. First, please welcome the designated visiting team, the Woods Cross, the Skyline Eagles. Number 3, Evelyn Gomez Vivas. Number 5, Misha Wright. Number 6, Bella Kafusi. Number 7, Ellen West. Number 10, Ati Apu. Number 16, Leigh Saltivan. Number 18, Terry Yowd. Number 19, Chloe Quinn. Number 21, Gracie Bishop. Number 22, Mylise Nchike. Number 24, Isabel Rupp. Number 31, Deanne Bergstrom. Number 32, Joby Post. Number 44, Sloan Tobin. number 48, Sienna Garwood, and number 50, Olivia Bergstrom. And now, let's meet the non-starters for the designated home team, the Woods Cross Wildcats. Number 3, Grace Weber. Number 5, Madison Scherer. Number 6, Emery Albrecht. Number 9, Lizzie Campbell. Number 10, Deja Roberts. Number 12, Alexis Ormsby. Number 14, Oriana Mataki. Number 18, Eva Bishke. Number 20, Victoria Sullivan. Number 22, Sierra Day. Number 28, McCall Preston. And number 34, Adia Cook. And now, let's welcome the starting lineups for the 5A championship match. For Skyline is a freshman, number 9, Yves Latunene. For Woods Cross, at center, a junior, number 1, C. Christensen. For Skyline, a junior, number 11, Nora Pierce. For Woods Cross, a junior, number 2, Alisi Taba-Atonta. For Skyline, a senior, number 12, Brooke Bennett. For Woods Cross, a junior, number 4, Sarah Robinson. For Skyline, a senior, number 13, Maya Grant. For Woods Cross, a junior, number 7, Sito Aba Tausega. For Skyline, a senior, number 14, Issa Taylor. At libero, as junior, number 11, Ella Hinton. For Skyline, a senior, number 20, Bailey Rosander. For Woods Cross, a junior, number 13, Riley Howard. And for Skyline, a junior, number 25, Bailey Bennett. For Woods Cross, an outside hitter, a senior, number 21, Avery Walton. The head coach of Skyline is Mondo Biguet, assisted by Lance Sorensen, Reed Carlson, Krista Stoker, and Rebecca Grant. The principal is Robert McDaniel. For Woods Cross, head coach is Nicole Hogan, assisted by Lee Esler and Raymond Downs. The principal is Joanna Richards. The managers are Emma Skinner and Maya Avery. Let's meet today's officials. R1, referee number 1 is Liz McKnight. Referee number 2, Lindy Osborne. The linesmen, Marcus Moore and Johanna Hawley. The scorer is Sheldon Bennett. The timer is Mark Bergener. And the libero tracker, Louetta Montgomery. Let's play volleyball.
All right, there are the introductions of both teams, Skyline and Woods Cross. The Skyline Eagles are the defending state champs. They beat Bountiful in the title match last year and knocked out Woods Cross in the semifinals. But Woods Cross has been rolling this year, beating Skyline twice in region play while winning the Region 6 title. They beat them in four sets and in 3 sets in a sweep the second time they met. Woods Cross only loss this year is to Skyridge in 5. And Skyridge is the number 1 seed in Class 6A, and it'll be in the next final here that follows this one. Skyridge will face Corner Canyon for the Class 6A state championship. So Woods Cross is formidable. They are sending players to multiple colleges, and it is a mostly junior team. They do have one senior, Avery Polton, who's going to Kansas. Everyone was interested in her, including Nebraska, a longtime power in college volleyball. You may remember a couple years ago, they moved one of their matches to the football stadium and then set a record by packing the football stadium for a volleyball match. You're recruited by Nebraska, you're pretty good. She's going to go to Kansas. Also slated to go to Oklahoma, a junior, Sito Tasinga. Another junior, Elisa Tobataitai, has committed to Air Force. And Z Christensen, Zamari, but she goes by Z. Z Christensen, a junior, has committed to St. Mary's. So, and they have other players being recruited, but have so many underclassmen on this team, we're still waiting to see where some of them will end up playing their college volleyball. But a formidable team here for Woods Cross as they try to beat the defending state champs from Skyline. After the pregame festivities, it put 3 minutes on the clock, so we got about 2.5 minutes before things get underway here at UVU. The state volleyball tournament is a bit of a grind. 16 teams qualify for UVU. There's 24 teams that qualify for the playoffs in Class 5A. The top 8 get byes, and then there's the other 16 teams play 8 matches at home school sites. Both these teams got byes through the first round. Woods Cross is the 1 seed, Skyline is the 3 seed, and the top 8 seeds got byes. So it's 16 teams coming to UVU, and you play 4 matches in 2 days. The round of 16 and the quarterfinals were yesterday. The semifinals were earlier today. Woods Cross faced the 5th seed, Pleasant Grove, and won in straight sets, 25-23, 25-17, and 25-18. Pleasant Grove's the defending 6A champions, but were reclassified over the summer and dropped down to Class 5A. Skyline won their semifinal, beating the 2 seed Fremont, and it went 4. Skyline won 25-19, then lost to 24-26 Thriller, but then dominated in the third 25-12 and wrapped it up 25-21 in the fourth to punch their ticket as the 3 seed beat Skyline, and it was really a mild upset, 3-2. The fact is they seed these tournaments using RPI, and the RPI has turned out to be an excellent predictor of how these tournaments play out. Occasionally you see upsets. We saw one in the 6A quarterfinals. The 5 seed beat the 4 seed, but they're pretty mild upsets if they happen at all. The tournament's largely been chalk. All right, the team's about ready to get going here. Our coaches today for Woods Cross, Nicole Hogan. Nicole coached at Woods Cross for 7 years, was away for 4, came back this year, and she's got teams absolutely loaded. At least 3 of the top 4 players back next year. But can they get the state championship here today? And Skyline, coached by Mondo Begay. And they were runners-up in Region 6 behind Woods Cross, just suffering those 2 losses to the Wildcats, put together a strong season of their own, and then fighting their way back to the state championship match. All right, there is the whistle. We are about to get going. Woods Cross in the blue, Skyline in the white. And we will be underway momentarily here at UVU. All right, as we begin, Woods Cross is going to serve as we get underway here in the Girls State 5A Volleyball Championship match. Tasinga will serve to start things for the Wildcats. And that is out, and Woods Cross with the opening point as they try to put the exclamation point on their season. Tasinga down the line. From the back row, off the block and putting it down, Issa Taylor. And Skyline's on the board, it's 1-1. Net serve, and Woods Cross regains the lead. Substitution for Woods Cross. Tapatotai in to replace Hinton. Sarah Robeson serving. Good pass, and the dink is good. Half a campfire right there, down the line. Players sliding in all around, unable to get to it. And we stay on serve at 2-2. Quick set and put it right down. Tapatotai puts Woods Cross back in front, 3-2. Cross-court winner right there, and Woods Cross out to the 4-2 lead. Briley Howard, the junior, with that kill. Bailey Rosander subs in for Skyline as they pick up that point. 4-3, a chance to even this first set. Good serve, the winner right there. Maya Grant, the ace. To make it 4-4 here in the opening set. And Grant will serve again. Good pass that time. Quick set, and again, right in the middle. Tapatotai puts it down before the block can get there. It's pretty simple and straightforward. Woods Cross is going to keep that train rolling until Skyline's block gets there. Polton with the serve. The block for Woods Cross. Again. Oh, it dumped right back over and in, and Woods Cross up 6-4. Good dig by Christensen. That one down the line, but out. Point Woods Cross in a 7-4 lead. And Polton, the senior bound for Kansas, will serve again. Skyline setting Issa Taylor again and again, and Taylor puts that one down to make it 7-5. Good set and off the block, and another winner right in the middle. Woods Cross going back to Tapatotai one more time. And now Lisa Tapatotai will go ahead and serve with Woods Cross leading 8-5. Top of toe tied there. Christensen sets it to the near side and the block. And it's Taylor. Skyridge won the state championship in Class 6A 2 years ago, beating Corner Canyon. And for the second time in 3 years, those two teams will square off for the 6A title. Skyridge has been a semifinalist 3 years out of 4, a dominant program. Skyridge the only team to beat Woods Cross this year. Woods Cross unbeaten through region and even in non-region play. They played up and beat Lone Peak. They beat several good 6A schools. Teams who were, Lone Peak was a state quarterfinalist this year. And Woods Cross playing up early in the year, getting ready for this exact moment. The girls 5A state championship match here at UVU. And that Skyline huddle, I would think there's a couple things to deal with, but I think the first problem they have to solve is how do they get the block to the middle of the court and deal with Elisa Tapatotai, because the quick sets right in the middle of the court and her ability to beat the block there, get up quick, and put the ball down, that probably cost Skyline at least 5 points in this first set. And, of course, there's a little bit of pick your poison because we also saw Tasinga and Polton on the outside putting balls down as well. So it is pick your poison time, but those quick sets right in the middle seem pretty easy to execute, and Woods Cross really dominating at the net, right in the middle of the floor. Set number 2, girls 5A state championship match. Woods Cross wins 25-17 in the opening set. Energy, enthusiasm, not a problem for the Eagles after losing the first set. They might get beat on talent. They will not get beat on attitude. Some things you can control, some things you can't. They can control their attitude, emotion, and enthusiasm. All right, first point, second set off the block. Skyline with a chance to get out in front. And the little dink from Brooke Bennett gets the Eagles the first point. Block was there, looked like she changed her mind midair, and it pays off, and Skyline out in front in set number 2. Not a great pass, and it doesn't matter. Oh, that's out. That is out. The flag is up. So it does matter. And Skyline out in front, 2-zip here in set 2. Another good serve. And Skyline with a chance here to put it down and go up 3-0. And they do. Bailey Bennett with the kill. Ava Lotalale. Several good serves here to put Skyline up 3-zip. And that was almost over the dink. Skyline will keep it alive, and now just going to have to bump it over. Well, that's the end of that run. Avery Polton with the emphatic kill. First point for Woods Cross here in set number 2. They trail Skyline 3-1. But Lotulale serving well. Woods Cross passing was great in the first set, but a few issues for them getting going here. From the back row, that is a good effort right there for Skyline, and Polton will just bump it over. Did that take a touch? It did not. Point Woods Cross. Wasn't sure if that went off the top of the block and out, but it didn't. So Woods Cross inching back into this down 3-2. Sarah Robeson, the junior, to serve. It was a good serve, but well handled by Skyline. And put down. 3 straight points for Woods Cross. Avery Polton buries another one. And this second set is all tied up. Sarah Robeson serving again. Quit set, dug by Woods Cross. Polton sends it over and has Skyline scrambling. And there is the quick set right in the middle again. Tapatotai with another kill, and Woods Cross down 3-zip has rattled off 4 straight points, and Robeson will serve again. 4 in a row for Woods Cross. Robeson trying to make it 5. That ball is in. They are just going to keep sending it over to Polton and let her just keep hammering it into the floor. Woods Cross down 3-zip with 5 in a row to take the lead. Robeson to serve again. Not a great pass there, and they don't even get it over the net. Woods Cross is rolling. 6-3. There's so much drama, so much power at the net, but if you can't pass the ball, you don't really give yourself a chance as a team. And Bailey Bennett well off the net there. Into the block and into the block again. And Woods Cross is fired up. Z was there. Zamari Christensen with the block, and Woods Cross leads 7-3. Skyline started so well, but Woods Cross has turned this around in a blink of an eye. Robeson another serve. And there the run ends. Bailey Bennett back to serve for Woods Cross. And the serve is long. Point Woods Cross. And a substitution of Woods Cross. Ella Hinton comes in to replace Sarah Robeson. She's the one in white for Woods Cross, the libero. And there's that Woods Cross block again, and we got a whistle, net violation. Issa Taylor's momentum carrying her either into the net or maybe that foot underneath it. 9-4 Woods Cross. They won the first set 25-17, pulled away late. They're pulling away early here. And there is the block again for Woods Cross. Issa Taylor with nowhere to go. Timeout Skyline. Woods Cross has rattled off 10 of the last 11 points to take a 10-4 lead. Woods Cross wins set 1, 25-17. They lead 10-4 here in the second set as they are putting themselves in position to put the exclamation point on a really good season and win the Class 5A state title. Defending champs from Skyline have got to find some answers quickly, but there is so much talent across the front row. Tapatotai really hurting them in the middle of the court on the quick sets in the first set, but here in the second set, it's been Avery Polton on the outside on the far. Just been putting away one ball after another.
The UHSAA recognizes Hubble as its official friend-sharing partner and presenting partner of UHSAA's Play Facility. Millions of athletes, coaches, and fans trust Hubble.
There's at least a couple of problems for Skyline to solve. One, certainly getting the block in place more quickly and challenging some of these hitters and not giving them free rein. but their passing also has to improve. This defense is a good offense. Got to get a good pass off the serve and give themselves a chance to put the ball away right here. And that came outside the antenna. That was on the far side of that far antenna. It was out. So point Skyline 10-5, and that is a great example. Having problems with them at the net, need a good pass off that serve and get the point. Never give their hitters a chance. Of course, a different story now that they're serving. To the near side, a little off speed. Doug, an opportunity for the Eagles here from the 10-foot line. Taylor couldn't put that away. To the near side, off the block, Avery Polton. The dink, and in, and point Woods Cross, as the Woods Cross block continues to be a major factor for the Wildcats. 11-5 Woods Cross. Avery Polton with the serve. Set to the far side. 50-50 ball there at the net. Now Skyline will put it over. Polton sets it back over. Polton digs it again. This time they got a chance to go to the far side and let Tasinga put it down. Dug by Skyline, but into the net. Point Woods Cross. 12-5 Woods Cross. They trailed 3-0. They are on fire here in the second set. Polton can't dig that one. And point to Skyline. So they try to stop this runaway train here. Brooke Bennett, the junior, to serve. And that is out. Point Skyline. That's in. Ace. Bennett with the ace. Back-to-back points off her serve. Can Skyline string together a few more here? 12-8 after they score 3 in a row. Bennett with a couple of good serves. Has she got a third? Yes. Difficult set there. And the block has time to get there. And that is out. Point Skyline. 12-9, trying to turn the momentum around here in the second set. 4 straight points for the defending champs from Skyline. No chance for Brooke Bennett to dig that. Substitution for Woods Cross. Libero Ella Hinton is out. Sarah Robeson back in. I think Tasinga had that last kill. 13-9 Woods Cross. Easy tip, easy kill right there. Easy Taylor. The point, back to serve now. 13-10 Woods Cross, Skyline. Down by 7 at one point, is closed within 3. Good serve, not a great pass. And here's a chance for Skyline. Bailey Bennett blocked at the net. That Woods Cross block has been a massive advantage. That was Sarah Robeson and Briley Howard, and now Howard back to serve. 14-10 Woods Cross. There is the block again for Woods Cross. Skyline into the net. Point Wildcats. Riley Howard to serve again, up 15-10. And that pass shanked, and it is 16-10.
Substitution for Skyline, number 5, Misha Wright.
Misha Wright subbing in for Skyline now. And that is off the Woods Cross block and out. Point Skyline. Another substitution as Wright comes out and Bailey Bennett goes right back in. 16-11 Woods Cross. Bailey Rosander, the senior, to serve. Hitting the libero with a good pass in the roof, and there it is. Skyline with the block. Nora Pierce at the net for the block. 16-12 now as Skyline serves again. Rosander. Put down by Bailey Bennett. No, somehow dug, kept alive by Woods Cross. Bennett again into the block. Bennett absolutely unloaded. Somehow Woods Cross digs it, and then the block, and they win another point, 17-12. Good rally, but even when Skyline is good, Woods Cross is just a little better. Thought Bennett had put that first one down for sure. And again, Tapatotai there, handling it off the block, set out wide for Polton. Skyline will just have to give it right back to him. From the back row, off the block, into the net. Violation. Back row violation, she must have been on the line. Coming from the back row.
Substitution for the Eagles, number 12, Brooke Bennett.
So violation, point Skyline, 17-13. Polton off the block. Skyline keeps it alive. Good dig by Tasenga. That one was coming in hot. Oh, and excellent for all that power. Avery Polton digs it cross court and gets the point for Woods Cross. But how about Tasenga in the back row, able to dig that ball and keep it alive. That was hit with some real pace. Robeson the serve for Woods Cross. And a lift. Double hit. Point to Skyline, 18-14. Good pass right there. Get a good pass, that sets everything up. Woods Cross another point, 19-14. They are starting to see the finish line here in set number 2. Off the block, the pancake. Woods Cross keeps it alive. Point Skyline, 19-15. The Eagles trying to hang tough. Another substitution. Rosander in for Pierce. Point Skyline. That again, that pass was a little low and did not leave Woods Cross a lot of options there. I don't know if that was a block. I don't think that ball ever got over the net. 19-16, Skyline within 3. Good set and down the line, the winner. I think that was Howard. Point to Woods Cross, up 20-16. Briley Howard put that one down. Skyline struggling to get over the net, and they can't do it, and it's another point to Woods Cross, 21-16. Avery Polton, the Kansas-bound senior, back to serve. Skyline just send it over the net, dug by Hinton pretty easily. Coming from the outside there and earning the point, Briley Howard. (22-16). Substitution.
Checking into the Skyline lineup, number 16, Lee Saltybar.
Leah Saltaban comes in for Skyline in that last substitution. Polton able to dig that. Howard dinks it over. Skyline with an opportunity here. They really don't get much out of it. And the quick set, and again, right in the middle, top of toe tie, puts it down. She has not had as many opportunities in this set, but when she gets one, she doesn't miss. 23-16, Woods Cross in control of the state final. And as soon as I say that, Polton serves one into the net. Announcer jinx.
Into the lineup for Skyline, number 9, Eve Lotulele.
Eve Lotulele checks back in for Skyline. Bennett the serve. Polton, a little overpass there from Polton. That was a difficult set for Z. And the Skyline, she didn't have many options. Skyline could see what was coming. The block gets there, and it's 23-18. And Bennett to serve again. Oh, and the dink. See, drops that in, 24-18, and here is set point now. Set point, Woods Cross with a chance to go up 2-0. And the best 3 out of 5 state final. Good serve. And that'll do it. Woods Cross 25-17. Woods Cross 25-18. Woods Cross up 2-0. And after this timeout, they will try to claim the state championship in set number 3.
Attention everyone, please remain in your seats for a post-match team trophy presentation. Please don't.
Well, 9 sets between these two teams in 3 matches this year. Woods Cross has won 8 of them. Skyline took 1 set in the first meeting in region play. Lost 3-1, lost 3-0, and now they're down 2-0 here and looking for answers. And it is tough when you're staring across the net and 4 of the 6 players on the other side are going to play D1 volleyball, and maybe 5 or 6. There's some juniors for Woods Cross. Still a little early in the recruiting process for some of the athletes. So we'll see what they end up with doing. So it's at least 4 D1 players on the other side of the net. Should mention Woods Cross, in addition to having all of these D1 commits, they have a couple of all-state athletes as well. Adia Cook and Alexis Ormsby are both academic all-state, so congratulations to 2 of them. Being a really good athlete and also being one of the elite students in the classroom. That is a difficult combination, so congratulations to Alexis Ormsby and Adia Cook for earning academic all-state honors this year.
For your support of the UHSAA.
Well, they're given 3 minutes between sets, but it doesn't look like either team really wants all that time. There's plenty of time for high tens, secret handshakes, and other elaborate celebrations. Because it's high school sports. Why not? 6A state championship game coming up after this one, slated to start at 6:30. It's Corner Canyon trying to win their first state title, and Sky Ridge trying to win the state championship for the second time in 3 years. Here we have Skyline trying to go back-to-back But the Eagles, the 3 seed, have dropped the first 2 sets to the 1 seed, Woods Cross, as the Wildcats try to win their first state volleyball title since 1979. Maya Grant, the libero, seems to be the source of most of the energy and enthusiasm for the Skyline Eagles right now. All right, the mandatory 3 minutes gone. We're ready to start set 3. Skyline trying to extend the match. Woods Cross trying to win the state championship. Dosinga with a good dig and down the line, and Polton, that is wide. Point Skyline. So just like in set 2 and set 3, the Eagles break out in front. They took a 3-zip lead. And we're quickly down 4-3 and 12-5 as Woods Cross got on a roll. Good dig. Or Pierce keeping that alive, and it pays off. Skyline wins the point, and they're up 2-zip. That might actually been Issa Taylor in the back row. Tough to tell from our position. High above the southern sideline. Not a great pass, and Woods Cross send that off the net and out. And Skyline, for the second straight set, jumps out to a 3-zip lead. Good dig by the libero there, Grant. But sent wide. And we're living an instant replay. After 3 straight points to open the set, Woods Cross is on the board. We'll see if they get on a roll like they did last time. It is Sarah Robeson back to serve again. She was devastatingly effective in set 2. Good dig by the libero there. The dink. Back over the net. Down the line winner. Brooke Bennett with the kill. 4-1 Skyline. And now Bailey Bennett back to serve. Good set there by Z. Setting it over to the far side and hammered home by Polton. And it's 4-2. Off the block and down point. From our vantage point, you can't really see that far sideline. But the Woods Cross block is back in business. Good serve. And that's a winner. And here comes Woods Cross. It is just deja vu all over again. Down 3-zip in set 2. They bolted out to a 12-5 lead. Down 3-zip here. They've come back to tie it 4-4. Woods Cross up 2-0, trying to close out the state final. And Skyline's passing was a problem in the first set, and it rears its head again here. And Woods Cross has won 5 of the last 6 points. Good pass by Grant, gets him started. Issa Taylor puts it away. Point Skyline, it's 5-5. And now Maya Grant, the senior libero, will serve. Ace! And Skyline's back in front, 6-5. Down the line winner, and Skyline in front 7-5. That got a piece of the net. Good job by Woods Cross, and the winner, Avery Polton, who showed so much power, absolutely hammering some balls here tonight. A little off-speed shot. That was placement over power right there. And she puts it down right in the middle of the court for the winner. And Woods Cross is back within a point at 7-6. Polton serving. Into the net, point Skyline 8-6. There's so much talent on Woods Cross side. It feels like at any moment they can just rattle off 5 straight points. But Skyline trying to keep them at bay with the ace. It's Brooke Bennett. 9-6 Skyline. And Brooke Bennett back to serve again. Great serve.
Ace number 2.
Another ace. 10-6. How many of those does Bennett have in her bag? Skyline right now could use whatever she's got.
Out of bounds. Point.
A little too much adrenaline there, and that is long, and that is out. Point Woods Cross, 10-7.
Into the lineup for the Skyline number 19.
And now Tapatotai will go back to serve for Woods Cross.
Sarah Robinson.
Good dig. Oh, you take it, I got it. A moment of hesitation right there.
Skyline.
Tapatotai and Sarah Robinson not really sure who was going to step to that ball, so point Skyline 11-7. Good serve. Oh, somehow that got over the net.
Point Skyline.
But
Back row attacker violation.
got a back row violation, 12-7, point Skyline. And for the first time, Woods Cross will take a timeout and try to regroup as they trail by 5 points here in the third set, 12-7.
Great opportunity to remind you to take timeouts at all, to talk to your kids about the harms of underage drinking. When they know you think underage drinking is very wrong, for their healthy brains, 9 out of 10 don't drink.
Skyline's road to the final, a first-round bye. They swept 19th-seeded Alta, swept 6th-seeded Bountiful, and then in 4 sets beat Fremont. Dropped the second set 24-26, but came back 25-12 in the third and 25-21 in the fourth to advance earlier today. So Skyline, having dropped just 1 set in this tournament, has dropped 2 here in the finals. But they're off to a good start here in set number 3. And Woods Cross with the timeout, trying to change the momentum. See if that timeout cools Skyline off at all. Oh, and that looked a little awkward, but Sarah Robeson dumps it into the back row there and finds a little bit of space and has a winner. Off speed, below the net, but perfect touch. Point Woods Cross, 12-8. Riley Howard the serve. And the block at the net for Tasinga. Now here's Woods Cross with a chance to put it down. It's Tasinga, dug by the Eagles. And Bailey Bennett with the kill. Good work in the back row by Issa Taylor, though. Tasinga got up, really didn't have much of a block to deal with, and hammered it, and Tasinga was there to dig it, keep that ball alive. Bennett puts it away. It's 13-8 Skyline. Bailey Rosander to serve. Dug by Polton. Tasinga can't put it away. Here's Bennett, and that's wide. Point Woods Cross.
Woods Cross.
Wildcats hanging in there, down 13-9.
Libero.
And
Skyline number 13, Maya Grant.
Tasinga
For Woods Cross.
back to serve for Woods Cross as Maya Grant comes on to replace Bailey Rosander for Skyline. Bennett into the block. Kept alive by Wen. That'll just send it over. Just too easy. Z gonna keep feeding the hot hand, and Avery Polton puts it down. 13-10, Skyline's lead down to 3. Tasinga to serve again, the Oklahoma Sooner-bound junior. No, with the dig. Bennett kept alive. Heck of a dig by Tasinga there. Bennett again. Over the net, Bennett again. And finally, Bailey Bennett puts it away. 14-10 Skyline.
Substitution number 12, Brooke Bennett.
Polton into the block. You're going to set Polton again. A little off speed there to get it over the block. And here's Bennett, the hot hand. Good dig in the back row by Tasinga. Polton off the block and down for the winner. So Polton another winner, but Tasinga going to the floor to keep that ball alive. 14-11 Skyline. Sarah Robeson to serve for Woods Cross. And Brooke Bennett has that block, but it's a net violation on Woods Cross. Point Skyline, and the Eagles still in front, 15-11. Good serve. Not much Woods Cross is going to do with that. Here's an opportunity for Skyline. Quick set. Dug by Tasinga. Free ball right on the net, though. Little dink back by Skyline. Quick set. And Tapa Totai has been so reliable. Right in the middle. Mondo Begay is appealing, but they said that went off the block. 15-12, took a deflection. He's complaining to the linesman and the referee. He's going to get nowhere with that, though. Skyline leading 15-12, but Woods Cross back within 3 serving. Issa Taylor puts it down. Point Skyline, 16-12. Impressive by Taylor there. She hammered that straight down. So quickly, so much authority. Really, nobody in the back row was going to get to that. There's a good pass, and then Polton down the line. Skyline just have to send that over. Eagles off the back, set the block. Read it, saw it coming. And the Woods Cross block delivers again. Tasinga and Howard celebrating. Not sure who got that block there on the far side, but point Woods Cross. The dink block kept alive, though, by Taylor. Taylor again off the block and down for the winner. And Skyline still alive, up 17-13 here in set 3, trying to extend the 5A state championship match. Force a 4th set. Set to the far side, up high. Tasinga dug, but well wide. Bailey Bennett trying to get a hold of that, but way too much on that ball. Tasinga the kill. Woods Cross the point. Skyline leads 17-14. And Elisa Tapatotai, who's having a great match, will serve. Oh, the overpass, and they don't put it away. But Skyline caught off guard. Can't keep that in play. So point Woods Cross, 17-15. Can they inch back into this one and close it out here, or is Skyline going to force a 4th set? Tapatotai again. Good serve. Pretty good pass, though. Tapatotai digs it. Here's a chance for Wood Cross. Quick set in the middle. Robeson, did it take a touch? It did not. It goes long. Point Skyline, 18-15. And the Eagles, Noah Pierce will serve. Nora Pierce. Good serve. Tasinga off the block. Skyline keeps it alive. They'll just send it over, though. Tasinga, that ball was a little set behind her. Not much she was going to do with that. Bennett dumps it over. The libero is there. Hinton. And that's long, untouched. Tasinga sends it long. And we will have a timeout. Timeout, Woods Cross. Skyline with a point. Got to give Skyline a lot of credit. Beaten in the first set, 25-17. They took a lead, 3-zip in the second set, and then watched the Woods Cross train pull out of the station and run them over. Down 12-5. Eventually they lose 25-18. They could have just let go of the rope right there, but they didn't do it. They have battled and lead 19-15 here in the third.
Calling all Utah high school students, Jumpy Loop is giving away two $6,500 scholarships and six $1,500 scholarships.
So Skyline, good battle here, and now can they seal the deal? 6 points away from forcing a fourth set. Issa Taylor to serve. Taylor with the ace. Woods Cross let it go, and it dropped right in the back right corner. Point Skyline, it's 20-15. Antenna violation. That ball hit the antenna on the near side. So point Skyline, 21-15, and the Eagles are still serving. Tasinga. The dink. Caught everybody flat-footed for Skyline. Good read by her. Point Woods Cross, 21-16. Woods Cross. They've put together some streaks. They need one right now. They serve the libero, Maya Grant. Set to the far side, off the block. Kept alive. They'll just bump it over there. Good job by Avery Polton. Quick set into the middle and put down right there. It's Bailey Rosander. Point Skyline, 22-16. Number 11, Noah Pierce, substituting back in for Maya Grant. 22-16, Skyline. Bailey Rosander, the senior, to serve. Not a great pass. He hustles back. Good set. The block saw it coming, though. They'll try it again. The dink. Oh, and it falls. Tasinga reading the court well. Point Woods Cross, 22-17. Tasinga to serve. Dinked over by Bennett. Woods Cross reads it well, and oh, nice. Point Woods Cross. Holton going to her left and hitting it cross court back to the right. Point Woods Cross, 22-18. Tasinga to serve. Pierce into the block. Here's Bennett, cross court. Yes, it got the line. Point Skyline, 23-18. The Skyline fans sitting behind the end line, bouncing up and down. Eagles lead 23-18. Good serve, good pass. Set, Polton. Maya Grant got her hands on it but could not redirect that ball over the bench and out. Point Woods Cross, 23-19, and Sarah Robeson will serve again. Robeson. Good pass there. Off the block, Woods Cross keeping it alive. Polton, Doug. No, but they can't do anything with it. That got Brooke Bennett off guard there. Point Woods Cross, Skyline leads 23-20. Robeson to serve again, trying to bring him within 2. Bennett, winner. Point Skyline, 24-20. And now Bailey Bennett is going to serve to win the 3rd set and keep Skyline alive and force a 4th set. Substitution for Woods Cross. Briley Howard in for Adia Cook. Bennett serve. Quick set, middle, top of toe tie. Point Woods Cross. Need a clutch point. Go right to the middle. Quick set for top of toe tie. That has worked for about an hour and a half now through each of the first 3 sets. 24-21, 24-22. Another winner. And Woods Cross has a chance to inch back in this. Timeout Skyline. While they still got a 2-point lead and a little bit of breathing room. All they have to do is win a point to close this set out.
Once again, a reminder, everyone.
Really just win one of the next 2. You got to win by 2. So whether it's on this point or the next one, the Eagles need to win one of the next 2 to close out set 3 and force a 4th set. More volleyball coming up. 6A championship game follows this 5A match here. 6A title, number 1 seed. Skyridge trying to win their 2nd title in 3 years, facing Corner Canyon, the number 2 seed. Region rivals, they squared off this year and split their 2 matches. That's coming up after this. And remember, Game Night Live, high school football playoff action, 2nd round action. Coming up Friday afternoon here on KSLSports.com. 24-22, Skyline leads. Woods Cross to serve. We got to win the point or we go to set 4. Here's an opportunity. Polton, dug by Grant, right back to Polton. Lets it go and it drops in. Point Skyline. Set number 3 goes to Skyline. 25-22, and they have extended this match and forced a 4th set.
Woods Cross 2, Skyline 1 in the beginning of 4th set.
Woods Cross wins set 1, 25-17, set 2, 25-18, but set 3 goes to Skyline, 25-22. So the 5A championship still hanging in the balance. Skyline forces set number 4, and they will try to tie this match up.
Attention fans, today's athletic event is not about winning at all costs, disrespecting others, or criticizing the athletes, coaches, or officials. It's about learning and growing, developing character.
3rd meeting between Skyline and Woods Cross. This is the 2nd time Skyline has won a set and been able to extend a match. When they did it in region play, the first time they met, they ended up losing 3-1. They lost in the 4th set. They were swept in the 2nd meeting. Woods Cross won that 3-0. Woods Cross up 2 sets to 1 now in the 3rd meeting, the 5A Girls State Championship.
Activities Association, and X, formerly Twitter, at UHSAA Info.
Well, Skyline tightened up their passing here in set number 3. We'll see if they are able to maintain that in set 4. Woods Cross, the advantage with the block. Polton hitting on the outside and Tapatotai in the middle. They rode that in the first 2 sets, but not quite as sharp as set number 3. See what set 4 has to bring here for Woods Cross. These 3-minute breaks in between sets are more than either coach needs. So the team's out there bouncing around. And honestly, looking at them, the way they're working on their secret handshakes, you have no idea who's winning and losing. There are a lot of sports you can watch, and the winners have it written all over the face. Whoever's losing has it written all over the face, you know. But here, secret handshakes, celebrations, you really have no idea what's happening. I bet there's some mental health performance coaches out there who would say, yeah, and that's a good thing. I mentioned the football playoffs tomorrow. Game Night Live, Westlake and Syracuse. Along with Game Night Live and Rewind, there will be a lot of playoff action on KSLSports.com tomorrow. Football takeover, Farmington's at Lone Peak, Timpviews at Orem, Bingham at Davis, Copper Hill, Sky Ridge, Lehigh American Fork, Richfield and Morgan. Morgan's a beast in 3A. Layton and Corner Canyon, Everett and Summit Academy in 2A, Alta Fremont. So many games. You can check them all out at KSLSports.com. Green Canyon, Snow Canyon, the Battle of the Canyons. Green Canyon and Snow Canyon, Class 4A Battle of the Canyons. That game's on tomorrow. Check them all out at KSLSports.com. The volleyball continues here. First point now, fourth set, Woods Cross. I was talking about how they weren't quite as sharp. We just saw it right there. That gives Skyline a chance to put it down, and Bennett wins point number 1. For Skyline, and they jump out in front here as we begin the 4th set. A long run for the setter, Z. Christensen. And that doesn't give her many options. The Eagles block reads them. Point Skyline. Is Skyline going to jump out to a 3-zip lead for the 3rd straight game? Didn't matter in game 2, they lost. But powered them in game 3. It's 2-zip here, and that ball is just long. Serves long, point Woods Cross. It's 2-1. And Robeson back to serve for Woods Cross. Good serve, poor pass. They'll just send it over. Here's the chance for Woods Cross to make them pay. The quick set, and the block gets there. Another chance outside for Polton. Dug by Taylor. Bennett off the block. Polton again. Off the block. Grant is there. Long rally here. One of our longer rallies. Polton's dink is a winner. And Woods Cross ties it 2-2. Good serve, poor pass, point, Woods Cross. Skyline has just got to get their passing together, and some of these serves are great. But Woods Cross has so much talent and size, you can't just bump the ball back across the net to them. There's another great serve. Yeah, that was fantastic, and Woods Cross leads 4-2. Robeson back in the second set got on a roll. A series of devastating serves. She's put a couple together here. See if she's got one more for Skyline. Down the line. Brooke Bennett goes down the line, but it is out. Point Woods Cross, 5-2. Loved everything about that except where it landed. Screened there by the Woods Cross bench. Can't see that near sideline. Polton. Dug by Grant. Bennett off the block, keeping it alive. Net violation or antenna violation. I think it was net. Either way, it's a point to Woods Cross. 5-2. 6-2 now, Wildcats. They're up 2-1. Win this set, they claim the girls' 5A state championship. Sarah Robeson, the junior, to serve. Just out. Right in front of the assistant there. So, point Skyline, 6-3. Bailey Bennett to serve for Skyline. Overpass and out. Point Skyline, 6-4. Bennett again. Z with the back set, a little too far. Point Skyline, it's 6-5, and the Eagles have a chance to tie it up. Polton into the block. Back to Polton again. Dug by Bennett. Taylor, they're going to keep it alive. Yes, but just send it right back to Skyline. Here's a chance for them to tie this up at 6. Ooh, a little mistimed jump, but the dink falls. No, it's out. It's wide. Point Woods Cross, 7-5. I don't think either team wants to watch tape at that point. Made a little bit of a mess of that on both sides of the net. Woods Cross gets the point, though. Sometimes you got to win ugly. Oh, this block is there for Woods Cross again. Skyline will keep it alive. Here's a chance for the Wildcats. Down the line, Doug kept in. Point Woods Cross. That was Briley Howard at the net, putting that one away, and it's 8-5 Woods Cross. Oh, and there is the block for Woods Cross. Tapatotai and Howard at the net. Point Woods Cross. They lead 9-5. Skyline needs to win a point and get on a little bit of a run here and get back in this before this fourth set and the state title slip away. Taylor off the block all the way across the floor and out. Point Skyline, 9-6. 6A final coming up after this. Corner Canyon and Sky Ridge scheduled to start at 6:30. Tapatotai in the middle. We had not seen her in a while, but they set Tapatotai, and she puts it away, and it's 10-6 Woods Cross. Point Skyline, 10-7. I think that was Brooke Bennett who put that away, and now Brooke Bennett will serve. Skyline needs to string together a few points, but Bennett puts it into the net, gives Woods Cross an easy point, and the serve at 11-7. Substitution for Woods Cross. Sarah Robeson checks back in as Ella Hinton, the libero, checks out. Tapatotai to serve. The back set, the dink, the block, and it's in, and that's a point Woods Cross, as Woods Cross block continues to be a devastating weapon here. Tapatotai to serve again, with Woods Cross leading 12-7 midway through the fourth set, closing in on the state championship. It'll be the first since 1979. Taylor off the block and out. Point Skyline. 12-8. The dink, Doug. 50-50 ball, and Skyline puts it down. Point Eagles. And I think that was Lotelele who put that away for Skyline. It's 12-9. Back within 3. Bennett, the dink. Point Skyline, 12-10. The Eagles inch within 2, and their bench is up and dancing. There's an ace for Skyline. Issa Taylor serving. Point Skyline. Timeout, Woods Cross. Nicole Hogan calling timeout with Woods Cross lead now down to 1 point at 12-11.
Today's event is being streamed live online on KSL Sports. KSL Sports, streaming home of the UHS AA.
Fourth set, girls 5A state championship here at UVU in the UCCU Center. Woods Cross leading 2-1 and leading 12-11 in the fourth set. The 6A championship is coming up. Scheduled start in an hour at 6:30. Number 1 seed Sky Ridge and number 2 seed Corner Canyon.
Games tomorrow.
Full list of games coming up tomorrow. Farmington, Lone Peak. At 3 o'clock, Bingham at Davis, Lehigh American Fork, Copper Hills at Sky Ridge, Riverton at Mountain Ridge, Alta at Fremont, Timpview at Orem. So many games to choose from. KSLSports.com. Ton of games. Timpview, Orem, second round. Neighborhood rivals matching up. That one's got a little extra juice. Skyline serving down a point here. Great dig. Tasinga again. And there is the point for Woods Cross, and the timeout pays off with a point, a 13-11 lead as they set Tasinga twice. Man, you could really see the energy. I mean, this is 4 matches in 2 days, which I get. They do that in tournaments early in the year and in their club season, certainly. But, man, 4 matches in, there was a ton of energy as she gathered herself for that second opportunity. Well, the pancake, well done right there by Briley Howard to keep that alive. But Skyline ultimately wins the point and inches back within 1 point at 13-12.
Substitution number 11, Nora Pierce for the Eagles.
Nora Pierce comes back in for Skyline as Baylor Zander drops back to serve here. Midway through set number 4, Woods Cross up 13-12. Woods Cross leading 2-1, trying to close out the final. That's sets behind Tasinga. Skyline can't do much with it either, though, so Woods Cross gets away. Here's Tasinga. Doug, can they keep it alive? Yes. Taylor just sends it over. Woods Cross back to Tasinga off the block. Bennett off the block. Kept alive by Woods Cross. Sent over by Z. To Bennett again. The block's up. She's roofed. Skyline can't save it. Point Woods Cross. Good rally right there. And Woods Cross wins another difficult point. 14-12 now. Tasinga to serve. Into the net. Well, Skyline gifted the Wildcats a point earlier in the match, so the gift is returned right there. 1 service error apiece here in the fourth set. And Skyline down 14-13, serving with a chance to tie this up. Eddie Cook comes in. Told her she was academic all-state. She goes into the back row here to replace Tasinga. Christensen sets it over to the far side, and Avery Polton puts it away. The kill for Polton, the point for Woods Cross. It's 15-13, and Robeson will serve again.
Into the match for Woods Cross,
Bennett off the block and the point. And Skyline inches back within one. The bench celebrating again. 15-14. Skyline's bench is hilarious. They've got a different dance for every point. Good serve from Bennett. In the middle, and again, Tabatotai, unstoppable. 16-14, Woods Cross. That was a good set there from Smart Christensen. Z. Tough angle. Got the ball right to the top of the net quickly to beat the block. Taylor. Didn't look like she got much on that, but it was enough. Point Skyline. And they're trading points at 16-15. As Maya Grant, the senior, drops back to serve for Skyline. The dink, Grant reads it. And we'll send it over, and Woods Cross will reset. Three options, far side for Howard. The block, back to the middle. Tapatotai off the block. Woods Cross again. Tapatotai again in the block, and Skyline wins the point. That's probably the first time in this match they have been able to get to the net and block Tapatotai on those quick sets in the middle. And it ties at 16-16 here in the fourth set. Man, it took Skyline a while to work their way into this. Woods Cross really controlled those first two sets. Skyline won the third, and now it's 16 all in the fourth. And a winner for Skyline.
Double hit violation against Woods Cross.
Oh, they won the point, but I think they're calling a double hit. Well, either way. Point to Skyline, and they take the lead at 17-16. 3 straight points. Grant. Oh, the overpass, and it's out. Point Skyline, 18-16 Eagles. Woods Cross in complete control after 2 sets has now lost the third, and now they've given up the lead here as we move into the later stages of the fourth set. Momentum and confidence building for Skyline. Grant to serve again, and she sends it long. 18-17, Woods Cross. Wildcats with a chance to tie this up now. Avery Polton will serve. Senior committed to the Kansas Jayhawks. Polton. Oh, and the dink on the far side, and the Woods Cross block is there again. Point Woods Cross, it's 18-18. Polton to serve for the lead. Woo! Bennett up high to put that one away cross court. 19-18 Eagles. Enough of your long rallies. Put the winner down. Good pass, good set, and that's a winner. It's Tasinga. I mean, it's always the power of the kill that gets your attention, but that was a good pass, which made the set easy, which teed up Tasinga to put it away. Tied at 19. We're going to go right to the wire here. Good serve. Tasinga again. Quick set and put away right in the middle. It's Bailey Rosander. Point Skyline, and the Eagles are back in front, 2019. Looked like that ball might be a little too close to the net. That was a really good set. You got to maintain your balance, stay out of that net. Skyline back in front. Taylor's serve. Tasinga off the block and out. Point Woods Cross. Briley Howard to serve. Tied at 20. Quick set in the middle again. It's Bailey Rosander again. Point Skyline. And the Skyline bench is up and dancing.
For the Eagles.
21-20. Rosander. Tasinga into the block. Tasinga will just send it over. Gonna set Bennett. Bennett off the block. Woods cross with another chance to tie it up. Tasinga into the block. Woods cross again. Dink it to the far corner. 2 hits. Point Skyline. Skyline leads 22-20. A little breathing room after we were tied at 18, 19, and 20. Skyline in front 22-20. Time out Woods Cross. Woods Cross was flying early in this match. Comfortable wins in the first 2 sets, 25-17 to 25-18. Skyline clawing back. They win 25-22 in the third, and they lead 22-20 in the fourth. Getting very close to forcing the 5th set. Corner Canyon and Skyridge coming up in about 45 minutes. The 6A Girls State Championship match. 2 years ago, Skyridge beat Corner Canyon, Skyridge's 2nd state championship. They won the 5A title in 2018. They won the 6A title in 2023. They're trying to earn their 3rd title. Corner Canyon is in the final for the 3rd straight year. They're trying to win their 1st state championship. But first, the 5A final. And out of the timeout, Bailey Rosander's serve is long. Point Woods Cross, 22-21 Skyline. Tasinga will serve here with a chance to tie this up. Cito Tasinga. Bennett off the block and down, and that is a point for Skyline, 23-21.
Substitution number 12, Brooke Bennett for the Eagles.
Brooke Bennett, number 12, subs back in. Number 34, Adia Cook, subs in for Woods Cross. Bennett the dink. Well read by Polton. They'll set Polton. Grant digs it. Bennett into the block. Bennett over to the far side. Polton, dink, yes, winner. Point, Woods Cross. A point they really had to have, or it would have been set point. Triple set point really for Skyline. So it's 23-22. Woods Cross. Sarah Robeson serving to tie this up at 23. Bennett down the line, out. Went down the line past the block, but out. 23-23. So now the first team to get a 2-point lead wins. Nail biting time, set 4. Girls 5A state championship. Woods Cross is 2 points away from the title. Bennett, winner, point, Skyline, 24-23. Skyline will now serve to win the 4th set, tie the match 2-2, and force a 5th set. Bailey Bennett, the junior, serving. Overpass, kept alive. Here's an opportunity for Skyline. Woods Cross, Polton, dink. Skyline's ready for it. Polton again, off the block. Point, Woods Cross, tied at 24. Let's press reset one more time. This has been tied at 18, 19, 20, 23-24. First team to get a 2-point lead wins this set. Polton. Yes, point. Woods Cross. 25-24. Wildcats take the lead. And now the Wildcats have set point, match point, championship point, timeout Skyline. (25-24), Woods Cross with the lead. They won the first two sets, dropped the third. They are now 1 point away from winning the fourth set and claiming the state 5A championship. It'd be their first volleyball title since 1979. All right, here is championship point for the Woods Cross Wildcats here in the fourth set, up 25-24. Off the block, Issa Taylor with a point for Skyline. 25 all. Yes, tennis fans, we are back to deuce. All right. Both teams now 2 points away from winning the set again. The Skyline fights off one championship point. Maya Grant to serve. Not the best pass there. And so here's a golden opportunity for Skyline. It's in. That was right in front of the Woods Cross bench. Linesman calls it in. They are protesting. Nothing they're going to do about it, though. Point Skyline, 26-25. Substitution for Skyline. Tasinga's coming back in to replace Cook. So Skyline up 26-25. Will serve to win the set and fourth a decisive fifth set. Grant serve. Tasinga just subbed in with the good pass. Polton. Point, Woods Cross. Violation Skyline there, 26 all. We are tied again. Bennett off the block. Woods Cross keeps it alive. Tasinga off the block and down. Point Woods Cross, 27-26. And the Wildcats have their second championship point. Avery Polton, Kansas-bound senior, back to serve for the State 5A Girls Championship. Great serve, kept alive by Skyline. Point Skyline, 27 all. We are tied again. Bennett to serve for Skyline. Tasinga, long, untouched, point Skyline. Skyline, 28-27. And the Eagles have another chance to win the set. They fought off two championship points. Bennett. Tasinga. Tasinga. Oh, they go middle off the block, point. Tabatotai.
Subdivision number
Tied at 28. Top of toe tie. Off the block, well done. Point, Skyline. Eagles regain the lead, 29-28. They have another chance to close out the set. Riley Howard into the block, but they keep it alive. Tasinga, long, untouched, point, Skyline, 30-28. They win the fourth set, and this one's going 5.
wins set 4, 30-28, and evens the match at 2 sets each.
Epic. What a comeback by Skyline. They've lost to Woods Cross twice this year, and in the process, only won 1 set. At down 2 sets to none here, having lost 8 of the 9 sets they've played this year against Woods Cross, they somehow fight back to win set 3, 25-22, and set 4, 30-28. So now, set 5. Winner of this set wins the girls' 5A state championship. What started out as a fairly pedestrian affair has gotten pretty dramatic here. Set 5, can Skyline get off the mat, win 3 in a row, and come back and defend their state title? Or does Woods Cross, the 1 seed, flirt with danger, but then close this out and win their first state title since 1979? Let me do the math on how old all these players were in 1979. Never mind. Everybody who was in high school in 1979 is now, I don't want to discuss how many years old.
Of our trophies following tonight's match. Please don't come onto the floor. We ask you to stay in your seats. Please meet your team on the concourse level after the match. Thank you.
Long talks in these huddles. I don't know what's left to say at this point. These teams are meeting for the 3rd time. They played 4 sets. I don't think there's any tricks left in the bottom of the bag. At this point, I think it's more about attitude, enthusiasm, effort, and confidence. You've won a lot of points. You've lost a lot of points. All that matters is you get 15 now. Well, I say that, but we just saw 30-28. Get to 15 with a 2-point lead. How about that? Who knows? We might see 30-28 again. Woods Cross had a couple championship points mixed in there. You would think all the momentum is with Skyline right now. But confidence is a tricky thing. Some people just need a little danger to get the adrenaline flowing. Skyline is broken out on top in games 2, 3, and 4. We'll see if they get off to another fast start and are up 3-zip again. This one goes to 15, so a little more dangerous to dig a hole early. Less time to recover. Again, there's 3 minutes here, and neither team really needs them. I have to say, before set 5, we're a little lower on secret handshakes and happy dances, except for Skyline's Maya Grant. She will bring the energy and enthusiasm. And now here goes Woods Cross, too. It's Ella Hinton. Secret handshakes, high 10s. All right, there's the horn. We're ready to start the 5th and final set, the last set of the Class 5A girls volleyball season. The winner of this set takes home the state championship. Bennett into the block, and the block gives Woods Cross It's first point. Christensen and Robeson up there on the block for Woods Cross. And they strike first. Tasinga serving. Good serve. Bennett, the dink. And the winner, and it's 1-1. Coach Mondo Begay is now dancing with the bench. Anything to keep the team loose right now. Ask Kalani Sitake. If dancing is what it takes, then dance. Got a little bit of a delay here as Woods Cross trying to sub. Coach Nicole Hogan is up. We might have a player with a cut because they've summoned the training staff. Might be checking to see if we're a long ways away here off the near side of the court, so it's a little hard to see what they're checking. Seem to be. I think that's Ella Hinton, although I can't see the number. She's wearing the libero jersey. A little bit of delay while they check her out. Trainer walks away. She's back on the court. So whatever it was, they're going to continue. Skyline serving. 1-1 in the fifth. Potent winner. You can see why Kansas wants her. Still delivering here in the fifth set. It's 2-1 Woods Cross. Is that a touch? Yep. Couldn't quite pull out of it there. Point Woods Cross, they lead 3-1. Woods Cross has played a couple of five-setters this year, losing to Sky Ridge. And beating Lone Peak. Oh, that's called a lift right there. The lift is called, whistle's blown. Point Woods Cross, and the Wildcats lead 4-1. Bennett long, Point Woods Cross, 5-1. Crazy how momentum just swings back and forth. You would think Skyline would have it all, having won the last two sets, and yet it's Woods Cross breaking out in front 5-1. Here in the decisive fifth set. Another violation, net violation. Point Woods Cross, it's 6-1. Timeout, Skyline. Skyline in a five-setter. For just the second time this year, they lost in five to Sky Ridge, the number one seed in the 6A tournament, who will be playing Corner Canyon in the state championship match here, in a match that's scheduled to start in about 25 minutes, but might be delayed by the length of this one. But it's Woods Cross who's reacting well to the pressure of this fifth set, as they have taken a quick 6-1 lead before Mondo Begay takes the timeout. See how much the timeout has disrupted the momentum here as Woods Cross is flying. Sarah Robeson back to serve. Hear the horn to restart this, and there is the whistle. And Robeson to serve. Bennett's dink, well read by Polton. Quick set, Top of toe tie right in the middle, ready for the quick set. She puts it away. 7-1 Woods Cross. They are flying here to start the fifth set. Bennett into the block, and the block pays off again. Christensen and top of toe tie there for Woods Cross. They're up 8-1. Honestly, if you had watched this match, you would have no idea this would happen to start the fifth set. There wasn't a hint of this from Woods Cross in the last two sets. Bennett again off the block. Woods Cross keeps it alive. Set to the far side. Polton up high to put it down. The kill. Winner, 9-1 Woods Cross. They are flying through this fifth set. Robeson serving again. This is the third time in 5 sets that she has dropped back and gotten on a roll with her serve and just stacked up the points for Woods Cross. Quick set in the middle. Nora Pierce puts it down. Point Skyline to break the momentum. They're down 9-2. And now they don't have very long to answer with a run of their own, or the title goes to Woods Cross. Bennett to serve. Bailey Bennett keeps that alive. Brooke Bennett down the line. Woods Cross. Polton sends it over. Quick set in the middle. The block is there, and they can't save it. Point Woods Cross 10-2. And the fans behind Woods Cross are on fire. They can smell the state title. Timeout Skyline. 6A championship match coming up. Actually, we see one of the teams, I think that's Skyridge, probably coming out of the tunnel at the far end over in the corner. Ready to come out and warm up as soon as this one ends. Woods Cross won the first 2 sets, 25-17, 25-18. Skyline fought back, won the third set, 25-22, and the fourth set, 30-28. Epic fourth set. But this fifth set has been almost all Woods Cross as they lead 10-2. It's been a mix of Polton on the outside, Tapatotai in the middle, a really aggressive block, and when it's been needed, which hasn't been much, with some really good passing. All right, 10-2, Woods Cross. Taylor, Doug, middle. Top of toe tie is blocked. Only the second time. But they got her. Point Skyline, 10-3. Substitution for Skyline. And that was Nora Pierce who got the block, who goes up and down the bench, collecting high tens. Now can Skyline build on it, down 10-3. Here's the set for Taylor. Woods Cross keeps it alive. Oh, coming to the near side, Avery Polton puts that away. Point Woods Cross, 11-3, and Polton back to serve. And passing has been a problem at points for Skyline, and it was right there. 12-3 Woods Cross. Off the block, point Skyline. 12-4, and Bennett back to serve. The junior Brooke Bennett. She's had a strong match. Good serve, overpass. Not going to make a mistake on that. Rosander takes that gift. Point Skyline, 12-5. Rosander gifts a point to Woods Cross. Wildcats lead 13-5 on the service error. Elisa Tapatotai back to serve. 13-5. Good serve, good dig. The block is there. Taylor again. Point Skyline, 13-6. Don't want to go all Monty Python on you, but they're not dead yet. That was for the 1979 volleyball team that won the last title. They're the only ones who get the old Monty Python references. 13-6, the service. Tasinga puts it down. Point Woods Cross. 14-6. And they've got their third match point, their third championship point, serving for the state title. Grant handles the service. Bennett off the block. And here it is for Woods Cross. Chance to put it away. Tasinga blocked. Skyline still alive, 14-7. They have fought off 3 championship points. And that'll do it. Woods Cross, 15-7. They win the state 5A girls championship in 5 sets. 25-17, 25-18, 22-25, 28-30, 15-7, 3 sets to 2. Woods Cross, the girls 5A state volleyball champs. The 4th time was the charm. It took 4 championship points to put away Skyline and beat the defending state champs. And Woods Cross does it as it beats Skyline for the 3rd time this year in a hard-fought state championship match. Congratulations to Woods Cross and head coach Nicole Hogan as they win their first state title in 46 years. That is our coverage of the girls' 5A state volleyball championship. Coming on to court number 2 to warm up, Sky Ridge and Corner Canyon. And we will have the 6A state final for you. It's scheduled to start at 6:30. We'll see how much time they put on the clock. It might be a little later than that as they'll let these 2 teams warm up. Congratulations to the Woods Cross Wildcats. They are the girls' 5A state volleyball champions for 2025.
With a presentation of the second-place trophy in the 5A volleyball tournament to the Skyline Eagles.
Just a moment here, they will present the trophy.
Chad Whitaker, Assistant Director of the UHSAA, will present the championship trophy, and Mr. Ron Cupp, the Executive Director of the UHSAA, will present the championship banner and a game ball. To the state champions, the Woods Cross Wildcats. On behalf of the Utah High School Activities Association.
And there is the trophy for the Wildcats as Woods Cross completes a fantastic season.